This is Reacts. I'm Taylor Smith.
What's up, y'all?
And today we're going to be reacting to Attack on Titan, Season 4, Episode
9. Brave Volunteers.
Yeah.
Last episode, ignorance at its finest. Gabi shot Sasha and killed her.
Oh, I forgot.
And her final words were about eating, because that's what she liked to do. The scouts are mad at Eren because we just learned that he basically forced them into this fight. They didn't actually want to do this. They had a plan, but this was not it. They basically came to save him because they have no choice, because they don't want to lose their most prized possession, which is the founding Titan and then the rest of the abilities that come with it. So yeah, Sasha's dead. So people are gonna, I think Connie blamed Eren. Zeke is working for our people, which
me a
is
lot.
crazy. He
Okay.
faked his death and is coming back with them, but there's a reason Levi can't kill him, because Levi wants to kill him, but he can't for some reason. And we don't know exactly why Zeke is why he's working with him. Like, I need to know. I need the flashback, and I think this episode is a flashback, but not necessarily a Zeke flashback, but more of a Scouts thing. So we're going to jump into this to see what's going on. Full and early reactions are available on Patreon.
Look, she's all watching
I realize that you probably wouldn't know what to say to this, but I
Eren
want
in
you to
prison?
hear it.
Armin.
No, I'm saying Eren's in prison.
I guess I should start 3 years ago. Back when we still could have changed something.
No
Finally,
word from the advance party.
information.
It's been 2 hours.
Then have teams 2 and 3 prepare to land as well. We need to find out what they're doing now and relay it back to Mark.
Yeah, we was waiting for him. Eren was in the water. Yep.
It's a devil!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of Mali! Welcome to
Hanji.
Paradise Island! Nice to meet you, I'm Hanji, and it's an honor to welcome guests who've sailed from oh so far across the sea to come here. The trip must have left you exhausted, so why not join us for some tea?
How's this devil
I
for
almost
y'all?
forgot. If you were curious about this guest of ours, he arrived just before you and we're already getting along splendidly. Isn't that right? Tell them, Nicola!
Oh.
Please, Captain, forget about me and gun these devils down while you can.
Huh? What are you saying, Nicola?
Captain!
Saying that he doesn't want to be part of your shitty skit.
Oh.
Know this, you wretched devils! Marley doesn't negotiate with
Levi's
filthy
gonna,
bloods
not
like you.
Levi, but
And we're certainly not
Eren's
gonna
gonna
sit
stand
down
in
with you
front
and
of him
drink the
so
big
they don't
fish
get
you
shot.
call tea.
Huh? Oh, you sure about that?
Eren.
You should be more polite, unless you want to piss off the tight bloomy behind you.
Marley will never bend to the power of devils. This is all she has to say to you.
Kill him. Oh, I know Hanji's not dead.
yeah.
Did he kill himself? Oh, somebody else shot him.
Put your hands up, Yelena!
Lay down your weapons.
What are you?
Oh, infiltrators.
I'd like to accept your invitation.
Oh, what?
Let's have some tea.
So these were probably
How I
Eldians.
belong to me. Eren.
These are probably Eldians that are just in the military. And they are probably like, oh, well, let's get back to our people, because obviously we're getting treated like shit here. So I want to get back to our people where they would understand us. And maybe we can find some middle ground. That, or she works for Zeke and Zeke wanted this all along. But I don't know why Zeke would want that, when years ago he was definitely trying to kill them.
Right.
And he definitely wanted Eren. But maybe because that plan didn't go as he wanted, he changed his strategy. I don't know. But we're going to get answers this episode. So I already said this was 3 years ago when everything could have changed. So something clearly didn't go the way they wanted.
But even if she's on our side, the obvious can't trust her.
Sleep.
No napping, Sasha. Yeah, but still.
Not grabbing her by the ponytail.
Information. You really like
Marley's been developing
So this is how we got our first black
They're
scout.
making strides in the field of aerial warfare.
Ariel?
Keep it together, or they'll think we're weak.
I know that.
In other words,
Are they?
they're making flying ships.
I know they ain't trying to whisper when they were in front of them.
Right.
Oh, the attack from the sky!
Hard
Marley
attack from the
truly has
sky.
the kind of military capabilities
She's
you
fun.
just described to us. Why haven't they sent an invasion force in the past year? Tell me.
There are two primary reasons. The first is the pure Titans Marley released here. They pose a serious threat to a landing force, even if that force is armed with the latest weaponry.
They don't know they
You
cleared them
were
all.
originally taken here to keep you Eldians confined within your walls. Marley is occupied. It's at war with an alliance of several nations. It can't be bothered to deal with Paradis now. You defeated the warrior unit, the Pride of Marley, and in doing so, you stripped Marley of two of its best weapons, the Colossal and Female Titans.
Right.
Guessing that your group infiltrated the Marleyan army because you have some sort of grudge against it. Are you undercover agents from some of the nations that Marley's conquered?
Sorry to disappoint, but we're not agents or anything of the
Oh.
sort. We were utterly powerless. Marley took our homes and conscripted us into its army.
See, this is how I feel the Eldians should be.
Strike back faded more every day
Wanting to portray the Marleyans.
until we met him. Our mutiny was carried out at the express command of Zeke Yeager. We're the anti-Marleyan volunteers. And our goal is to free the Eldian people.
So Zeke's doing what his dad and them was doing, but he turned them in, so I'm not
He claims that
understanding
he can save the Eldian people.
why he
whose
slipped
existence
the,
is currently in
flipped the script.
Absurd! We shouldn't even be listening to this.
We're talking about the Beast Titan here. He turned the people of Rondercon into Titans and spread terror within the walls.
Right.
Zeke Yeager claims to have an actionable plan that can solve all our people's problems at once. And to carry this plan out, we would need two key assets. The Founding Titan and a Titan possessing royal blood. He
So
says
they
that
already
with
know
both,
that.
The
Yeah.
world can be saved.
Aaron knew, but he didn't want them
He
to
will
know
only
that.
reveal the details of his plan after his conditions have been met.
Zeke is Dinah's son. He must have figured it out too. How to get around the King's vow renouncing war. How to activate the only hope that still remains to us Eldians. He knows how to wake the millions of Titans sleeping in the walls. How to start the rumbling and crush the world.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
If everything that you're saying is true, then Zeke's secret plan holds up.
You trust them? Have you lost your mind, Hanji?
She been lost her mind.
can't risk letting these Malian
Right.
soldiers roam the island freely.
We were
We ain't
smart.
saying all that.
Ship ran aground. We've been waiting so long for help.
Hey! You alright?
So they send only the volunteers back to... Oh. No, they took more ships. They wanted more people.
Welcome to our defiled island of filth-blooded devils. You're gonna love it here. As long as you like drinking pig piss.
Why is your skin so dark, Orion Capone?
Y'all ain't never seen black people?
Because our creator thought that things would be more interesting if the world were occupied by many kinds of people. I'd say that applies to you subjects of Ymir as well. We exist because we were wanted.
So there just really was
All
no
freedom
black
because we
people
like, right?
at all here. Wow. I can't believe I didn't expect her to ask that. Why is your skin so dark?
How is this food?
I wouldn't even know that's fine. I'd be like,
Smells pretty fishy.
I mean, but he had a good answer because Jamir's their
Nicolas is
god.
master when it comes to Marley
So
cuisine.
that's their Jesus. Or whatever it is that, whoever your god is. Sasha.
girl.
Not eating all the lobster. This hits hard now that she's gone.
As we gradually set aside the labels we have for one another and work to see each other as people,
Exactly, you gotta show them that they're
we
human.
can reach an understanding. Armin, have you seen any of Bertolt's memories? Yeah, but I didn't notice anything that seemed helpful. We're short on time. Zeke has less than 3 years to live. Yeah, I just wonder if we really have to threaten the world with the rumbling to protect the Eldian people. We'd be forcing everyone to live in fear of us, acting like the devils they think we are. Before it comes to that, why don't we just talk to them? If we fix the world's misconceptions about us, threats won't be needed. Come again? What misconceptions do they have? You know how they think we're scary monsters. They think that because we can transform into man-eating titans. That's no misconception.
But still, there are some Marleyans who like us.
I can't help but wonder if there was some other path we could And I understood Aaron better than anyone, even Mikasa. But I don't know anymore.
Scout.
Scout fleet formed to investigate Paradise Island after the operation to retake the Founding Titan has failed. The first fleet embarked on 851 over the following 3 years. Approximately sent 4,600 soldiers aboard. A total of 32 scout ships and destroyers were sent to Paradise Island. However, not a single one has returned to Marley this day. But that can't be true because how did what's her name, Yana? How did she get back? Because remember, they were the ones, I think Yana was the one that trapped, whatchamacalled, Cart Titan and Jaw Titan. So I thought, just like recently I thought, well, since she was one of them, they would have been okay with her coming back, like, oh, we know you. But clearly, if none of them returned, I don't know. I don't understand how our people got there without being noticed. I guess we'll see.
I'm just a captive Marleyan, but I have permission to work as a chef. Your daughter loves my cooking. More than anyone else ever will, I think. Please, come and let me cook you something.
It must be on the house, right?
Yeah. Like, we po. See, I'm so happy people are nicer to them so they can see y'all people come and treat us like this, but we come here and we treat you with compassion, like you're a human being.
I'm going to kill you and ship
I mean, some of them people behind the wall don't got sense, but still.
Should spell the end for your grandparents. That said, if this secret plan of yours isn't bullshit, I can wait and chop you up once it's finished. I don't care much either way.
I do get to meet Aaron soon, don't I?
There's no need to rush. We've prepared a nice little place for you to stay here.
Prison cell.
This is all the Titan transformation serum we were able to steal from Marley.
Oh, so they got some.
Sorry, but it's hard to reproduce.
So why didn't we use it to get...
This should be plenty.
What is he going to do with that? I hope they don't try to take this from Aaron. Because he'll try to defend himself.
It is my opinion. Now we've proven ourselves to be your loyal friends over these past 3
And
years.
Mikasa ain't gonna have that either.
This is a shame. The weapons that we offered you as gifts were intended to bring freedom to the Eldian people.
Why are they pointing at this?
I know that this is a selfish request, but would you please overlook our weakness for a time? We're going to great lengths to keep Zeke on a tight leash.
Do they always do this
The
because
day
they
will
don't
soon
trust
come
them?
when we sit at the same table once again.
Okay, I thought they were gonna shoot them. I'm like, they must just always do that. Just as a defense because they don't trust them.
It's a giant forest. Difficult to move through and devoid of boulders.
Looks like a fun spot for using ODM gear, too.
Yeah, so we can cut you up when you start cutting up. She's so bitter and ignorant.
Aaron Yeager. Aaron was ready to do it alone. Whether we helped him or abandoned him.
So he's not talking to Aaron because he wouldn't be
would have been awful either.
talking to him about him to his him.
We've killed a
That
huge
makes sense.
number of people. Sailors, soldiers, civilians. The devastation
Think he's talking to Annie?
was indiscriminate.
Maybe.
We've abandoned all hope for peace. We didn't have a choice.
They didn't want to attack because they wanted to make peace with them.
And the three of you did.
He is talking to Annie, I was right.
Right? Annie.
I was wondering if they were going to show her again.
The only way to live is to fight. So fight.
Aaron's just so traumatized. He looks a lot better now that he cleaned himself up.
Without any allies on the outside, they must kill their enemies in order to live. But is that the right choice to make? There isn't a soul who knows.
Oops, sorry, I was trying to get. I thought it was over. But this was definitely an episode we needed to tie in the pieces of what we've been watching the past few weeks of this season. Of course, it wasn't nothing action heavy or anything to get too hype about, but it was an enjoyable episode. It was enough to start to fill in some of the gaps. So it definitely helped explain the Yana thing and how we got our first Black Scout. I'm gonna keep saying that because I'm glad we got a Black Scout. I'm glad they acknowledged it too, because I wasn't gonna think about asking. I'm just like, oh, maybe they just didn't think about, or maybe they just didn't want to write Black characters into the show, but they actually make it make sense for the story. They made it make sense for the story. So that was kind of cool. We learned why Marley didn't attack the before, and I guess I could have came to that own conclusion myself, but because they were in so many wars as it was, and they sent their warrior unit, their best people, their supposed best fighters, and they lost, they were like, oh, well, let's not mess with them for now. So that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And I'm glad we've been seeing the Marleyan perspective of things since the start of the season, and I'm glad to see that even though those people that they capture aren't Marleyan per se, they're from other nations, but like, I'm glad that, well, one of them was Marleyan, because he said
the blonde one was.
Yeah, so some of them are Marleyan, because they did trick some more Marleyans to coming over. They said they sent 4,600 people. So I'm assuming they captured them all, killed very few of them, and hopefully they all joined. I don't know, but it seems that a lot of them were open to learning about these people and giving them a chance, seeing them not as devils as they've been taught, programmed to think, but seeing them as people. And I think Hanji's a great person for them to meet. Yes, she's crazy, but she's human. She's genuine. She doesn't judge you immediately. She loves you immediately. She's one of the first, the best person you should meet. She's so full of energy. Yeah, she'll kill you if you screw with her, but she's genuinely interested in you, your perspective, what you can bring to the table. She's going to offer you love. She's not going to treat you like dirt. She's a good person.
Right.
So Levi, on the other hand, he's like, you better do all the talking, cuz I'm a kind of bitch. He had the sword behind the dude's back. He's like, he ain't about to play with your little skit. I'm gonna cut him up. But no, and I like that Eren asked Armin, oh, did you have any of Bertolt's memories? Because that was one of my next questions. But Armin, I feel like Armin was hiding something. Yes. Okay, I'm glad that you picked it.
I made a face when he said, oh, nothing useful or something.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm glad you picked up on that. And he was talking to Annie. So what does he know? Why would you go talk to Annie? Right. We ain't never seen him talking to Annie. And maybe he just feels alone because, like he said, I thought I knew Eren better than even Mikasa, but now I don't even really recognize him. So did Mikasa and Eren have a falling out because of difference of opinion? Because,
I feel like...
hold on, let me finish my last thought before you talk. I think Armin might be now mad at Eren because, like he said, we had no choice but to take out that port because they were going to, now that we attacked them, we don't have a chance for diplomacy. We're not going to be able to talk to them now, which Armin wanted to do, if you remember. He wanted to talk to them before attacking them. Eren took that choice out of their hands and made them attack. And Armin's like, I had to take out this port and kill all these people, children, all that stuff, which you see he's talking about because it's hurting him. And now I'm wondering if he's going to have a falling out with Eren because of that.
Not only Armin wanted to talk with them, but so did Mikasa. She said, oh, if you just give us a little time. And
I think these scouts were in a universal agreement about that, especially after seeing that the Marleyans can be reasoned with. But I think, and you notice they didn't show Eren as himself talking to any of the Marleyans. They didn't show how he treated them. I feel like Eren was not open to the idea, and he was just so vengeful and so spiteful of them because of everything he's went through, all the people he's lost, his mom. I think he didn't want that. Because he was telling Armin, there's no misconceptions about us. We are monsters. We turn into little monsters. That's who we are.
Man, human, giant.
Even though Armin knows that, but that's not what Armin was trying to say, So it's like Eren he didn't agree with what they thought, so he took the choice out of their hands.
Yep, took matters into their own.
But I want to know how he did that, how he was able to slip through their fingers. How did the person they want the most, they not notice? And then Zeke, I want to know why he changed his stance. Because he turned his parents in. So why did that change? I need to know that too. Because how do you go from coming to kill us to now, oh, I want to work with you? Why didn't you been say that when you was over here?
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure Rainer would have been open to the idea. Bertolt maybe not so much, but Rainer would have. Annie didn't have a say because she was frozen. So, I think, yeah. And Bertolt died. So, I mean, I know in the middle of a battle is not the perfect time to have a conversation. But I feel like he could have easily killed... I can't say he could have killed Bertolt. He was the Colossal, but... I don't know. And I guess Jaw was there too.
I need to watch this episode. Cause I feel like...
I don't know. It's tough to see Zeke when Zeke would have had a good opportunity, but I don't know. We'll see. Well, Zeke was on his own in season 2 for a while. He could have easily slipped in. I think everything would have been confusing though then because our scouts didn't know a lot back then. So I think trying to go and explain all that at that time would have just been, I don't know. I don't know. But it was a good episode. I enjoyed it thoroughly. We're going to wrap this up because it's late and everybody's sleeping. So so we're going to get going. But great episode. Be sure to let us know what you guys thought.
Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Subscribe to Patreon for full and early action.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.